What's up, y'all? You know what time it is. It's about to be that time.
What's up, everybody? All right, we're here. It's chapter 1085. Last time was something special. It was something special. Are we getting Vivi Piece this chapter? Will it arrive? We doing it? Either way, we're going to get some more Reverie action, which is exciting. Shout out to everybody in here. Shout out to everybody. Like, comment, subscribe if you are feeling the vibe.
Come with me if you want to live.
We need to figure out who killed Cobra. How did Cobra die? Shout out to Mommy Pharaoh for you, RU for sorry, Pharaoh for subscribing. We need to know what happened. Is it going to even happen in this chapter? I don't know. You know, we talked last week. I said we need to see the stuff with Shirahoshi and Garp leaving before Cobra can even die, because he got that, you know, he found out that Cobra died while he was on the ship. So, RS said, all I can say is, wow, you're in for a treat. Can't stay for the stream, but can't wait to watch later. Yeah.
Savage.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So, time to find out.
Who killed Cobra? Who killed Cobra?
We ended the last chapter with Imu ascending to the steps, just as we last saw them.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. King in the castle, king in the castle. Have a chair, I have a chair.
We're here. Chapter 1085. I'm opening it up. Alright? King in the castle. King in the castle. Ooh, he does die. He does. The title of the chapter. The title. The death of Nefertari Cobra. Got Frankie crying. Sign that says departure. Oda's bringing all the feels right from the rip. Oh, man. All right. OST's going. Am I ready? We'll just have to find out. We'll just have to find out. Gotta find out. Okay. First page. Back into it. No one is meant to sit upon that throne. It is meant for one person's will. It is not meant for one person's will to sway the entire world. There are two things I wish to say, and one thing to ask of thee, Cobra. Oh, my man's coughing. Watch, like, nobody killed Cobra. His illness kills him. he just falls over. Oh, man.
King in the castle, king in the castle. Have a chair, I have a chair.
I know the name Imu already. But it must be a coincidence. Among the first 20. Do not seek the answer. I will not provide it. But I can tell thee what thou wish to know. Talk about the D? Hold on, I'm in the presence of royalty and I am underdressed. Come on. Those who bubble up from every corner of the world bearing the D are nothing but empty husks, ignorant of the meaning of their name. However, this recent development has its roots in Queen Lily's great mistake of 800 years ago. Mistake. As does the curiosity of the scholars rummaging after the Void Century. This recent development has its roots. Which development is he talking about? As does the spate of pirates seeking the poneglyphs for treasure, if not for Lily's mistake on that faithful day. The loathsome relics called the poneglyphs would not have been scattered across the world. Lily is responsible for the poneglyphs getting scattered across the world. Confirmation. This is something that we had talked about. We talked about this last week. This unfortunate event of the past has one disastrous potential explanation. Was the liberation of the poneglyphs actually a simple mistake, or was it planned? Oh, whoa, 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 they're pulling out the Gorosei? The Gorosei? You got the 5 elder... 5 elder stars? More like the 5 elder tools. Alright. About to give him the Whitebeard at Marineford treatment. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
It's about to get spicy.
Alright. The answer to that question must... The answer to that question must be found within Lily's letter sent to Alabasta. But I have only heard thee speak of Queen Lily of the Nefertar dynasty. Why do you hide it from Mu? Imu. Okay. That's a weird way for them to refer to themselves. Okay. Tell Mu the proper name of the sender. Is this going to be just like some Joy Boy reveal here? Well, that settles it. Clearly, I will not be allowed to leave this room. Come on. Please tell me Cobra had something in the works. Please. Please. If I told you a lie, would I escape the blow? It's a little too late for that, my guy. It's a little too late for that.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
The moment you saw the great Emu, your fate was sealed.
It's a trap!
I suppose it was. This is the greatest taboo in the world. Now, don't leave that room. Don't leave the room. Oh, okay. Sabo is there. Let's see. All right. Drop those Sabos in the chat. What's going on? Something's very wrong. The letter was signed by the Queen of Alabasta 800 years ago. Her name was Nefertari D. Lily. Oh, yes! Ha ha! Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Chrissy and I were just talking about this recently, about Vivi being a D. I said that Vivi didn't necessarily need to be one. But man, am I hyped that she is. Nefertari D. Vivi. Put some respect on the queen. Vivi stocks. Vivi stocks. Ah.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Hey. Okay. All right, we in business. D. And this explains why he wants to know about the D also. Because it's in their family. We got this fancy arrow. Ooh. Ooh. This must be Imu's fruit. Wow. Or maybe it's one of the Goroseis. Anyway, Sabo's jumping in here. He can! Got the Fire Fist. Against the Gorosei! Yeah! Wow! Okay. Okay. We're getting a better look at Imu here. Looks like they have long hair. Rook check. Who's saying that? Who's saying that? Is that an attack name? Is that Sabo saying that? Or is Imu got chess powers? Where did thou come from? This is exciting, people. This is...
Hey, look at us.
Look at us.
Huh?
Who would have thought?
Not me.
That's what I'm talking about!
Whoa. What is going on here? Huff, huff. I would have liked to take all of you down, right here, alas. To think there was such a diabolical truth at the pinnacle of the world. Huff, huff, huff. Alright, there's the snail taking the photo. You're Luffy's brother. Whew. Ooh. Get these Cobra last words, but man, we got a Minotaur in the back. We got a... Is this the Gorosei? Are they all Zoans? This is... They're like mythical Zoans here. Although, the second one from the left looks like an awakened deity flame around that one. So we got like maybe a minotaur. Then there's probably like Gandhi. Is this a Quetzalcoatl or something? I don't know. Or a rock. Then some sort of pig. Oh man, this is wild. We can definitely like kind of go in on that. Let's see. You would save me despite being a revolutionary? Our real enemies aren't the kings. It's those guys above you. How do you know Luffy, though? He saved my life. Sounds like Luffy. Oh, they're making the Gorosei look crazy. This man is trying to save Cobra. Escape on your own. It's too late for me. Put me down. No, I'm saving you. I realized something today. I must not die here. Send a message to Luffy and Vivi. Luffy and Princess Vivi. Tell them that we also bear the D.
That's what I'm talking about.
What's that, Oda? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that?
Someone cooked here.
Oh. Huh? Is it a fluke? You guys both have a D in your name. Oh, you're right. Well, I don't care what my name is. You want a D, Sabo? Sadibo. It's not where it goes. That arrow's coming back. Ooh. Damn. Oh, it went through Sabo too. That's a hockey arrow. Cobra. Oh man, this dude, Cobra. This man was like, get this wheelchair out of here. Why? Is this on purpose? His lines are being obscured? Is Oda denying my man's last words here? Bear the flag of the dawn against the Ing world? What? Something must be protected. Nefertari D. Lily. I'm counting on you, Sabo. This man is entrusting it all to him. He's left it all in one piece. I love this last stand from Cobra, though. I know this next page is not going to be. It's not going to be. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. King Cobra, you must survive. Who's there? This man was watching. This man was watching. He got whacked. can't believe it. Cobra's dead. I hated the guy, but I ain't so low that I'd celebrate it. I just had to see that, didn't I? I had to learn the truth of the darkness of the government. I didn't want to know. Who was that? My life is over. Drop those Wapels in the chat, guys. Drop those Wapels. I love this. I love this. I wanted Wapol in the room. I've been saying that. I've been saying that, like, I needed him to witness this. Because he has that tie to Cobra. Going back to the other Reverie that we saw. This, yes.
Woo! Another one.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Roundtable Council room. It seems that King Cobra, King Wapol are late. Just gotten word that they wish us to proceed without them. I suppose Cobra's
loyal
passion speech left him tuckered out. All right, we got Hamburger over there. Oh. Shout out to Brandon King, member for 18 months, 1.5 years. Back at 1075, page 2 and 3, Saturn. So the person that was ruining the comms, you're talking about the Shadow? Let's see, let's finish up the rest of our itinerary. As for the independence of the Four-Nation Alliance in the North Blue, blah blah blah, Shirahoshi, the meetings will soon be finished. Let's go and wait at the Red Port, where those fools won't come after you. What's the matter? I wish to say my goodbyes to Vivi, Princess Vivi, before we leave. Where could she have gone? Alright. What do you think you're doing kidnapping me? Untie these ropes. Who ordered this? Guest room, Pangea Castle. I'll tell the entire world what's happened here. Alright, Vivi, you're a concealed weapons expert. Can you get out of these with your peacock slashers? Come on. Oh, the return of Cypher Pole! We got Vivi dealing with the Water 7 Ennies lobby people. Yes. 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 Let's see. Oh my god. You're too honest for your own good. What kidnapper is gonna let you go after a threat like that? Headstrong woman. I think you're getting out of this one, Princess. You go down as missing and end up as someone's pet. Shirahoshi's safe, huh? You worried about somebody else right now? Sounds like another incident happened earlier. Long story short, she's fine. Glad to hear that. That's the face of somebody that doesn't feel very threatened in this particular situation. Guys who walloped the Celestial Dragon trying to abduct the Mermaid Princess were followers of Straw Hat Luffy. Named themselves loud and proud. Now the square is in an absolute uproar. Over in the land of the gods, Fujitora helped the Revolutionary Army free slaves.
You loyal.
Okay. Yu snapped and turned on him. This Reverie's something else, man. To do something. Be someone's pet over my dead body. This is peak fiction. I just want this to be known. I just need this to be known. This is peak. This is peak. This is what I've been waiting for. I'm getting more than a panel, more than a page of the Queen here. She needs to return to the crew. And having powerful interactions with people that the crew have already dealt with, I love it. I love it. Help me. I didn't see nothing. This man is chewing through everything. Wapol, out of my way. That's it. Clear the way. Chapa! What was that? King Wapol, right? Hey, wait a second. Vivi's gone. What the? Oh, Honey Poo, I've been looking for you. Where have you been? And who is that young woman with you? Wapol, where are you going? As far as I freaking can. I'm going to the ends of the earth where no one can follow. I'll go too. Take me with you. I want to live! Wapol! Take me to the sea with you! I want to live, Wapol!
Savage.
Someone cooked here.
Woo-wee! Pardon me while I ascend.
Savage. Savage.
Who killed Cobra? Who killed Cobra?
Savage.
We don't know. We don't know. I mean, it was probably Imu, but... Yo...
You loyal.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. King in the castle, king in the castle. Have a chair, I have a chair.
Guys, like, this is so... This is crazy. Shout out to everybody in here. Shout out to everybody in here. We got like over 700 people in here today. Like, comment, subscribe if you're feeling the vibe. We need those likes up. Get those likes up.
Come with me if you want to
live. All right, I'm gonna get into all of the chats in a moment here. I just want to I want to relive this momentarily. Wow. 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 Shout out to my guy Ty in the chat though. See my man's here. Sorry Ty's late, Captain. Moo inspired Ty would third person talk. Ty saw the live alert and had to find a bathroom in an actual mega church. Watch the VOD at 2 times speed just to catch up. What up my precious Savage crew? Ty, I miss y'all so much. Miss you too, buddy. But we're here. We're here for the peak fiction together. Oh my god. No one is meant to sit upon that throne. The D is the name of those who once opposed us. Those who bubble up from every corner of the world bearing the D are nothing but empty husks, ignorant of the meaning of their name. Wonder if Lily was the first D. Could that be? The spade of pirates seeking the poneglyphs. Mistake on that faithful day. So she made a mistake. But the mistake is from the perspective of Imu, so she did something good. When they pulled the toolies out, that was crazy. The proper name of the sender. Nefertari D. Lily. Does Vivi know that she's a D? I don't think she does. I think Cobra's been hiding this. You know what's amazing about this? Is that Sabo has to... He has to... Vivi's coming back to the crew, guys. Like, this was confirmed in this chapter. This was confirmed! And Sabo is going to be there. Cobra gave Sabo a mission that he needs to tell Luffy and Vivi his last words, meaning Vivi is going to... I'm so in. I'm so in. I'm so here. So here. Got these arrows. Got the Gorosei. Changing. Switching everything up here. Definitely need to see everybody's thoughts on what mythical creatures that these are. Tell them that we also bear the D. Bruh. I'm mad that this growl hid what he said, though. But you know what? That's the point, though. That's the point. We're not supposed to know until Sabo is in the room with Vivi and Luffy to tell them exact. Oh man, this is some endgame stuff right here. This is endgame. I need to see what the other translations had for this. Flag of the blank dawn against the blank world. Must be so crazy. And CP9, now CP0, really pulled up and kidnapped Vivi. Hardcore Ennie's Lobby vibes. But then Wapol, of all people, comes in and saves her. I really wish she could have like gotten out on her own, though. Because she definitely has like a peacock slasher up her sleeve, though. So, I don't know what she's doing, but... This is hilarious, though. This man is just eating his way through Pangaea Castle. Really hit her with the... Yeah. Oh, man. When Jabra was talking about Sai and Leo, I see Jabriel. He just said W in the chat for Sai and Leo. Definitely W's in the chat. Shouting that they're loud and proud followers of Straw Hat Luffy. I really wanted Vivi to like do the same. Like before we got into the Fujitora stuff, which definitely is going to be part of the conversation today. It would have been nice to see her like yell that at the Cypher Pole Zero guys. All right, let's see what the chat's talking about here. Well, actually, first of all, talk about where I expect this to go, right? So we know that they end up with Morgans. So that's something that we need to see next week. It would have, you know, I feel like I say this every week, but I mean, unless we cut away somewhere else, we're gonna get some premium Vivi content next week. We got to see them interact with Morgans. That blimp has got to be going to Egghead at this point. At this point, it's got to be going to Egghead. There's no way. There's no way. It's got to be. It's got to be.
You loyal.
Unless we cut away here and we don't find out what happened to Vivi until Vivi reunites with the crew. Then we get the rest of the Reverie. But nah, I really think at this point, like, Oda should not hold out anymore. I think the next chapter is the last bit of it. I think we get like a couple of pages, maybe half a chapter, and then we're back to Sabo, like discussing things with Dragon and Ivankov, and then we cut somewhere else, maybe back to Egghead. Or what I would like is actually if we go back to the blimp and then we find out that, yeah, they're going to Egghead. Sai and Leo are on the blimp too. They have a Viver card to Luffy, something like that. Oh, man. All right, now I'll go to the chat. Neil Diaz said that the guesses are Baphomet, okay, Yaksha, Surtur, Garuda, and Behemoth. Now, Baphomet is kind of crazy. I don't necessarily see that with any of them, personally.
Savage.
Maybe a Yaksha? But maybe it's like, maybe the one on the left of Sabo is a Yaksha, but it's like in the shape of a bull because it kind of, because in the name is Yak. So Oda's like making a pun on that and he wants it to be a Yak. Yaksha? I could see Oda doing that. Let's see. Surtur. That would be insane. I mean, that's how you elevate from a Kainu, though. Like, oh, you think you can cut magma? Yeah, well, here's this, like, magma demon thing. The Garuda. See, now that, I could see that. See that. You know, heavy judge vibes. Oh, Behemoth. That thing isn't a pig on the right side. That could actually be a tusk. I think Behemoth is actually the best one out of that bunch right there. See you, Ty. Appreciate you, man. My guy Maxo Superden said, I think these go beyond silhouetted zones. The way Oda draws them makes it feel like they're devil fruit souls acting outside of their vessels. Now that's interesting. That's a fun take. That's a fun take right there. I like that. Because they're acting different. Oda was like, you know what? I'm gonna turn One Piece into a horror manga real quick. David Cott said, Imu and Gorosei could be based on antagonists of A Journey to the West. Jing, Imu, the emerald elephant, the mythical bird. Huh. That's interesting. I'll look into that a little more later. Cone Killer Confusor, member for 7 months. Appreciate you. Said, props to Fujitora, casually freeing slaves. And people want to say, no, Fujitora is not going to turn. The man's never been for the cause at all. Alejandro Salas said, theory that the Gorosei are monsters that ate... there's a theory that the Gorosei are monsters that ate human fruits. Also, can we give Cobra some respect? Dying, standing up, passing down the D? Yeah. That's why I had to stand. I wasn't going to sit down for that. Once my man kicked out the wheelchair, I was like, here. Oh. David Cott said, Ace's hat with happy and sad faces gets a new meaning now. Considering that the theme of inherited will, it wouldn't surprise me if one could become a D. So is the theory now that Sabo is a D because of his interaction with Cobra here? Kaki09, thank you for joining the channel.
Another one.
Guy Fable, almost at the 20. He's at 23 months. He's almost at the 2-year mark.
Another one.
Dr. Farewell, did Imu turn Lily into Zunisha for her betrayal? That's definitely crazy. That's big crazy.
You loyal.
I know a lot of people did member chats, and I lost a couple of them. I gotta scroll through the stream real quick to find them. J Real said, "Gotta head out. Appreciate you, man." Phantom SSJ said 10 out of 10 performance from King Nefertari D. Wobra. You know this. W's in the chat. Max says that Vivi can fix him. Talking about Wapol. David Cott, appreciate you, man. He said, glad I invested in Randy and Dax stocks. Vivi agenda skyrocketed and reassembled Joy Boy theory gains more credibility. Make that video already, please. Yes, that video will arrive. It will arrive. Very motivated. Queen Nefertari D. Vivi. Respect the queen. How are we feeling, friend? Free of all sin. That's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like I have ascended, free of all sin. Mark Creasy said, dies from peak fiction. Am I even here? Am I even here? Ace2532, member for 10 months, said, I need one thing in 1086. Sabo giving Vivi the message. Oh, you think Sabo's going to give Vivi the message ahead of time? And a piece of Luffy's Viver card. Do that and I'll be on cloud. Oh, man. Actually, I would love that. If Sabo could see Vivi beforehand, then that would actually send her on a journey to find Luffy. Oh, I'm in. I'm in. Jeffrey Ortiz, member for 3 months, said God tier chapter. I agree. I agree. I agree. I think I caught up to all the supers from earlier in the stream. Wow. Wow. Loggy Doggy said, how does Sengoku know the true meaning of D? Is it like when new presidents learn about the existence of aliens when they get sworn in? Aliens. Probably. Get a load of this man. Do you see this? Fable, I appreciate you. Thank you. These supers coming in. Thank you.
Lavish bracket, in a lavish bracket, gotta have it. Racks, I gotta have it. Beat my fabric.
You see
Do
this
you
coat?
See this jacket? Pay my taxes. Trust me, you can track it. Savage.
Fable said, we could be seeing people affected by an awakened shadow fruit user.
Savage.
Saying that we duplicated the Kage no Mi? Imagine if a shadow could live beyond the original body.
Savage.
If it is then possessed, if it then possessed a new body, would bend to the shape of the shadow, could explain
Savage.
immortality and shapeshifting. This sounds like this is going into a lot of the stuff that like Parvision and I have talked about with shadows. You know, like Par's whole shadow thing. If the shadow lives beyond the user in the same way that like the soul fruit things live beyond, you know, because we know that Big Mom could die and we would still have Zeus because Carmel died and her manifestation of essentially Prometheus existed. And then we have Goldberg's shield, which, you know, is kind of an anomaly to everything. So see, but I'm kind of iffy on that one though. I'm kind of iffy on that only from the perspective of like when Luffy beat up Moria, all of the shadows started going back to like all these random different places in the world. And I feel like a prior user of the Kage no Mi would probably, you know, that same situation would have that unless there was some way or some other fruit that could interact and combine with the Kage no Mi to like hold a shadow in place, like prevent it from going back. Or did they feed a shadow a fruit? I mean, we're getting wacky now, right? We might as well just put the tinfoil hat on, right? Let's go for it. Because if a shadow eats a fruit, is it part of that person anymore? Because now it's interacting with potentially a new soul. In which case it may never return to the user. Or, because it ate a fruit and its user died, where can it go? And then is this why they wanted the Kage no Mi, or essentially Moria? They actually wanted the Kage no Mi at the end of Marineford, which I've been saying is more about Moria than it was about Moria being Moria's fruit, more than it was about Moria being weak. Orders came from up high. Seeing a bunch of shadows, they wanted the guy who has the shadow fruit dead to get the fruit back. There might be something to this. It's tinfoil. Tinfoil. But I think we can shop that into something. Fable said awakening might change the property that the shadow goes back to the original user. We've seen from Brooke how when a soul is separated from the body, it doesn't necessarily return to the user. Now that's a fair point. Lost shadows. They couldn't find their users, or their users died before they could get back to it. Maybe these are, to that effect, maybe these are, you know, situations with the soul fruit, or at least one of them. That, oh man. There's some really crazy stuff. Mega Elijah 21 said, the fact that the Gorosei and Imu seem to all have the same powers makes me doubt getting traditional Straw Hat face-offs with them. It's hard to pinpoint how a fight with the world government is going to go down at this point. Well, I think we're looking maybe a little too literally at this. And I know I just went on like a 10-minute rant about, you know, these being shadows, but there is also the possibility that this is something that Oda has put together to make them seem scarier. You know, like in the moment, really playing up the fear that Cobra and Sabo are, you know, experiencing. So this isn't necessarily how they look. They all just have fruits, and yeah, they might be scary or whatever, but this is just Oda using the silhouette no Mi, potentially. So, I don't think they all have the same power. I think they really are beasts, and maybe there is something to this shadow thing, but I don't think that they're all products of the same fruit. But shadows can shapeshift into whatever they want, so I don't know. But the other thing, too, is... Has anybody brought this up yet? Didn't Moria do the same thing with the arrow? Like, he did, right? Didn't he have, like, an arrow bat or a shadow arrow that he, like, pierced Luffy with or something? Am I misremembering this? I feel like he... Oh, God. I think he did do that. Just a pointy shadow, but I mean, hey. Hey.
It's free real estate.
That's the Kage no Mi. Brandon King said, TCB tried to complete Cobra's words. The poneglyphs must be protected. Fly the flag that heralds the world's eventual dawn. Nefertari D. Lily. Well, I'm going to go with the official here. And I want to know what the Raw did. Did the Raw, like, kind of have obscured kanji in it? Because that seems like Oda. My guy AJ's in the chat. He said, "I wonder if something is awake. If something is awakened, can it have the properties of two things? Like, I wonder if something can have the properties of both rubber and gum." Can something have the properties of both rubber and gum? Can it? I don't know. Ace2532 said, to further add to the Sabo giving the message theory, please go on, because you already had me before. It would add another layer to us being in Wano a month. It'll take at least that long for Vivi to get to Luffy, and ties Reverie and Wano together perfectly. That could track. That could track. Because it took him like 2 weeks to get from Dressrosa to Whole Cake Island. Vivi's on her way. Vivi and Egghead. That's the new thing. That's the new thing. Nitro Ghoul. My prediction for Buggy's awakening, because of course he will, is that he can clone himself from the parts he splits. Imagine thousands of Buggies running around at Laughtail. That's a lot. But hey, imagination. If you build it, they will come. Wanna get nuts? Let's get nuts. Purple Lover C said, I think Zunisha was punished for scattering the poneglyphs for Lily. That's kind of interesting. They just loaded them all up and then... Okay. Diz of the Ghost, member for 23 months? My guy. When we get back to Egghead, Dizza thinks, we got the, you know, we're all doing the third person talk today. Dizza thinks we'll get the best chapter in this run of bangers. Straw Hat, Saturn and Kizaru, Blackbeard Pirates, and the final Straw Hat, Queen Nefertari DVV, all in one place. Dizza can't wait. Randy can't wait. Randy can't wait. Randy will ascend beyond the ascension today. This is incredible. A little bit of chair piece. I'll be right back, guys. we're back. We're back. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're feeling the vibe, let's get those likes up, people. We are here. K-Pro N, Tinfoil. Heat, if Joy Boy is Emu. Decided he couldn't actually bring joy that way. Used order instead, which is why he had to wipe history, leading to Joy Boy becoming a legend. And now he's just salty that people are telling his story the wrong way, but he can't tell the truth. It's a complicated play on Doflamingo's words from Marineford. You know, essentially history is written by the winners. That's a fun twist. You know, if history is written by the winners and Emu won, but the history that was, you know, the essentially being told by everybody isn't the history that he actually wanted to be told. I don't know. I feel like it goes against the message of Doflamingo, and I probably would rather have it be a situation where we're going to find the truth. I think that's where Oda's really going, but I do always like the muddier, more complicated things like what you're talking about there. But I just want Emu to be Emu, personally. Like, I don't want them to be Lily. I don't want them to be Joy Boy. I just want them to be Emu. Chin said, R.I.P. the Lily is Emu theory. But like I said, I was never completely on board with that, though. Like, I showed opportunities for, you know, how it could work and everything like that. But when it comes down to it, I want Lily and Emu to be two different people that had interactions, because we're going to get more drama from that in the eventual flashback. And that's what we're getting here, which is fun. K-Pro N, Super said same. Yeah, we're on the same page here. Guy Parvision's in the chat. Wahahaha. Oda might have told us who Emu was in one single line. Pre-time skip, but it's none of these. Man's out here setting up his next video, teeing it up. Fable said, darkness is the absence of light. What then directly opposes the sun? The shadow. The puzzle pieces here will eventually drop into place.
Savage.
I like that. And I feel like that probably has been Oda's end game, you know, this whole time. There's the other thing too, and Chrissy and I were talking about this pretty recently also, is like how much of the story is really influenced by Peter Pan. You know, obviously, like, you know, the Alabasta, it's just like, it's just so, there's so much about Peter Pan. I mean, you know, and then we were talking about it pretty recently also, because in Peter Pan, there's a character called Tiger Lily. And, you know, Vivi also had Tiger written on her shirt in the last color spread. And Tiger Lily is a plant that is indigenous to Japan, which, you know, I mentioned in the last video. I didn't get into all the Peter Pan stuff, but Tiger Lily was a character that was infatuated with Peter Pan, and Peter Pan in this story is obviously Luffy, but you have, you know, Captain Hook, Well, he's got a hook for a hand. He's afraid of crocodiles. But then there's so much shadow play in Peter Pan. Look at my shadow. In Thriller Bark, Oda really, had a lot of Peter Pan-isms, especially when Luffy had separated from his shadow. And I think he always wanted to have a shadow fruit, but then I wonder if he feels like he wasted it on Moria. And there is actually going to be a shadow element to Imu, who operates from the shadows. So I think there's something there. And we've seen different fruits have elevated versions of themselves. And I thought maybe the darkness fruit was actually the elevated version of the shadow fruit. But what if there's an elevated version of that? And that's what Imu has. So it's like the Mera Mera and the Magu Magu and Kage Kage, the Yami Yami, but then there's also this. I don't know. There's something to be said here. KT Core said, thoughts on Cobra not really having a plan? That I'm a little upset about. I mean, he still went out like a G, but I mean, it's just like... what he sets in place is completely coincidental because Sabo shows up. If Sabo didn't show up, Cobra would die for nothing. And literally, like, if Sabo didn't show up, Vivi would maybe never know that she's a D. Which is a crazy thought. And a completely stupid action by Cobra. So, I don't know. Like, the chapter's still hype. I'm still on board. But from a logic standpoint and to really, like, kind of elevate Cobra, I really hope something else was put in place. And maybe later down the line we'll know what that is. And maybe it's a situation where, like, Chaka can do it. Chaka knows what it is. Vision brought up the Lost Boys, yep. Chin said I missed a super chat. Was it a member chat, Chin? Or was it an actual super chat? 'Cause let me see.
Savage.
YouTube's really got to allow people to find a way to get the member chats when they disappear. Oh yeah. Chin said the Gorosei is now the Zurosei, or a Godzilla kaiju monster. Yeah. Shout out to Ronnie with the gift sub. Appreciate you, my man. Ronnie also said, Randy, peep 3-day trips new YouTube short. Shadow Theory, please.
Savage.
P.S. Let's see. Where the Wild Things Are. Yokai Umibozu. Yeah, one of them did look like an Umibozu. Chinese Heavenly Mythical Beasts. Nyx. Where the Wild Things Are, I mean, is a book that I like that I very much remember from childhood. Yeah, and then they had the bird one too. I could see Oda being inspired by that book as well. AJ said, Hook is awesome. That's how you take an original story and make a sequel. Rufio. Chrissy and I watch Hook every Thanksgiving. Fable said, I'm glad you see the Peter Pan emoji connections too. Oh, trust me, I've been on those connections for a long time. On the message boards during Thriller Bark Weekly, we were talking about all these Peter Pan things, and people had Peter Pan theories, and it was... What a time, what a time. Platinum Fox said, I mean, Cobra didn't expect to meet Imu, just the 5 Elder Stars. He probably thought he could leave. Yeah. I don't know. The man should have known, like, with everything that happened in Alabasta, he should have known. K Proan said maybe Oda just sacrificed Cobra for plot, because this was a huge leap as far as moving the story forward goes. For sure. For sure. I mean, like, Cobra does move the plot forward. A lot. And the best thing about it is it gets Vivi back to us. Because with Alabasta in a state of unrest, the only way that they're going to actually be able to free and save Alabasta now is to save the world. That's what I've been saying for years. Loggy Doggy Spittin' said, I really thought Saturn would specifically have a bigger role in this flashback so we could have much more personal feelings towards him going into the Egghead conflict. We didn't really learn much. Yeah, well, we know in this, which we've also been talking about, that the Gorosei are threats, that they are fighters, that they are not just old men, so...
And another one.
That's something that I like. Merch on a Ricky, what's up, man? Yes, I did finish the chapter. We are well into the discussion. We have properly ascended. So does anybody know if the Raw had kanji that was obscured, like in the official, with the translation there? They also said the Gorosei beating the old man allegations gotta be the best twist in One Piece. We knew this, though. We knew this collectively. You know, Frankie sending all of these turtles to the sea in the cover page with departure. Heavy Vivi's heading to the sea vibes. You know, we gotta feed that agenda. Gotta feed it. Going through the chapter one more time here. Ronnie said to check my Discord DMs.
Savage.
All right, I will. K Proan said, also, I don't think we should get too caught up on the silhouettes. Remember Big Mom and Kaido's silhouette? He's just messing with it. That's what I was saying before. I mean, it could very easily be, you know, a display of their power, but like I also said, it could be just Oda, you know, trying to buy into the fear of everything. This arrow stuff is crazy. Now, another thing too. I'm looking at it, and I don't think it's an arrow. I think it's a tail. Especially in the shot of Cobra getting hit while Sabo is carrying him. I haven't seen anybody talk about this yet. But you can see
Savage.
a creature in the background. I think it's just a tail getting whipped around now. Like a devil tail. Like they're really just out here on demon time.
Savage.
Cypher Pole Zero really wanted to turn Vivi into a slave. That's crazy. Also, just shout out to the little panel of Vivi, like talking about how, like, you know, right before Wapol shows up, and this is agenda speaking, of course, but at the same time, it's not. She was going to get out of there on her own. The Wapol coincidence is great. She avoided a fight, but she was prepared to get out of there on her own.
Savage.
What a chapter. What a chapter. K-Prime said tail for sure. Sabo's line of how hellish it looks was a pretty big clue, at least to me anyways. Did he use that word specifically? Hellish? To think there was such a diabolical truth at the pinnacle of this world. That must have been the TCB saying hellish. You know what I just noticed also? That I didn't notice before? Is the part where Imu says, "Where did thou come from?" That's them transforming. So I think they have a Zoan. And then this thing with the chomp and all of that, like, that's Imu. Imu turned into some, like, gigantic monster. I love it. I couldn't really, like, I was too caught up in the moment of everything here, but that was like... I think Imu has the devil fruit. Like, that's how you do it. Like, Vegapunk had the no me, no me, no me. But Imu's got the Akuma, Akuma no mi. That's what I'm saying. Parsa chain chomp. Does look like a chain chomp. Yo, Cobra standing up to this is so wild. Like, I love it. Even though he didn't put a plan together, like, I still love it. Eating. The level of cooking that went on in this chapter, guys. Let's get those likes up. Come on, we're an hour and a half into the stream and we still have like over 500 people in here. We only have 300 likes. Let's get those likes up. Jin spitting. Vivi can save herself, no problem. We know this. Like, it has been told that she is a concealed weapons expert. She would have had a concealed weapon. She would have gotten out of those binds. Now, could she have fended against, like, every single Cypher Pole member? That's more of the reach, but I think she could have gotten out of the situation. She's the no-smoke queen. She was ready to give him all the smoke, but then she was just like, you know what? I'm a strategist as well. And this is the safer bet. So it said, in my opinion, Cobra was at his old age and had some burning questions to ask. He had no way of knowing Imu would walk up and they would have to kill him. Yeah, but still. He's asking some dangerous questions, and he knew they were dangerous. Old green knees. Vivi is a Logia because how else could Wapol keep chewing without hurting her? Also, Captain, I wanted all week for your Vivi reaction. She's going to Egghead. You know this. You know this. And I'm so glad that I wasn't spoiled for any of this. Vivi Piece. We're here. We're here. Vivi Piece. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I just put Vivi with all the emperors. Yonko status. Maxo said it's a devil tail, my guy. Yeah, it's clearly a tail. It's a demon. Old school devil tail. Cole thinks it's like top musica. Maxo said Oda blew our minds once with Gear 5. He'll do it again with Imu. I'm so convinced. Okay, Pro N said tail for sure. Sabo's line. Oh yeah, we read that one. KT said Vivi didn't seem that worried. That's what I'm talking about. She was in the den. The den of beasts. Surrounded by people that most would consider above her level. But she wasn't flinching. She was ready to take them on. Okay? Remember, she was an assassin for like 2 years. And she was out here probably training with Chaka. See, Brandon was on the same thinking as me, comparing it to the Nomi Nomi no Mi. Yakuma Akuma Akuma no Mi. This says diabolical, yeah. Let's see here. Fable said that Vivi doesn't need a power-up to perform her role in the story. Vivi's plenty viable just off the strength of her character. Plenty valuable. Yeah, but I mean, a power-up would still be nice, but she's still nice with it. She's still nice with it. Zote, I think I got you a little bit earlier. Let's see. Let's see. Circular said Vivi could use Wapol metal for her peacock slashers. I mean, an upgrade to the peacock slashers with Wapol metal? I'm down for that. I'm down for that. Definitely. Brandon said, what if Lily scattered the Poneglyphs with Kuma's fruit? Ding, 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 ding. That's gotta be it. Because those things are way too heavy. And if they just, like, pawed down, yeah, that makes the most sense. People in the chat are talking about Vivi controlling the or being the strategist for the Grand Fleet. I'm okay with that. Okay with that. Let's see. Lucy B said Hito Hito no Mi model Lucifer. I mean, I could see that too. If Imu and Luffy were both Hito Hitos, then I'm in on that. So it'd be the Hito Hito no Mi model Akuma. Akuma no Mi. Because technically speaking, realistically, it probably would be a Zoan anyway, with the transformation. So it would have to be. Or could it be the Akuma no Mi model, something Akuma no Mi? K-Pro said, good chance Cobra left a letter for Vivi, especially after learning Lily was wiped out of history, but left a letter, then going to ask those questions. That's it. That's it. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the thing that needs to be done. And that's exactly what I was just saying earlier, but that's the articulation of what I was trying to get across. Cobra needed to have something left in place. Lily left a letter, Cobra leaves a letter. And Vivi will get that letter when she gets back to Alabasta and sits on the throne. And it'll show that he expected to die. He thought that there was a chance. So, and it'll be his apology letter, similar to Joy Boy making an apology. That'll be his letter. Cobra left a letter for Vivi for sure, but she's not going to get it now. She's going to get it when she gets back to Alabasta at the end of the story. Hale said Vivi deserves some shine. I can definitely see her getting a powerful fruit in the future. Will she be one of the main combatants of Straw Hats? I don't know. Nah, she doesn't need to be. Like I've said, Robin is going to decipher the true history. Vivi will be the one that's going to disseminate and send out the true history by way of her new connection to Morgan. So she's going to remain connected to Morgan's throughout the story. And she's going to feed him the biggest news ever. The truth. Vasil Vlad Ivanovici said, pay attention to the cover spread. I believe it's an allegory to the end of the Void Century. D. Departure. D being departure. I mean, it's One Piece. Anything is possible. I think that the cover spread is more... I mean, there's a lot of layers to it, right? Cobra is now dearly departed. But also Vivi is making her departure back out to the sea. And yes, the word departure starts with D. We learned about a little bit of, not fully, but a little bit about the D clan. Hercules said divine departure. Baby Pluto N, anything is possible. You know this. D period vine, D period departure. Harvision said Luffy's gonna make Emu laugh, and the laugh will be moo ha 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 ha. Yeah. Emu's laugh being moo ha ha ha, like literally like the stereotypical evil laugh, emu ha 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 ha. Oh my god. That's, I mean, didn't they do that in this chapter though? Because I feel like I said moo ha 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 when I was doing the reaction. Nope. I just made that up. The way Gorbachev was ready for action is wild. Saturn resting the Thule on his walking stick, though. What you say? Well. I'm kind of confused by the geography of what's going on after Sabo does the Fire Fist. Because then there's Rook check, right? Which I can't tell if that's like a Sabo defensive move or if that's a named attack from Imu or something. And there seems to be like a bunch of fire that is either ascending or, from my perspective, descending towards Sabo from like Imu's chair. So is Imu using some sort of a fire attack or sending it back at him, furthering the devil fruit thing, you know, like, because I could totally see an Akuma no Mi or a model Akuma like having some sort of fire ability as well, and then Sabo using a defensive attack called Rook check to block it. Oh man. Tell him that we also bear the D. I just keep rereading the chapter because I love it that much. Something we haven't talked about is this little ... from King Riku. Like when they start talking about how Cobra and Wapol wanted them to continue without everybody else. Riku and Cobra, they had a conversation. Riku's sitting there like, You sure about that?
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
That makes me wonder if Riku's gonna like do something. Well, he must be satisfied with the ruling on the 7 warlords. Let's finish up the rest of our itinerary. As for the independence of the 4-nation alliance in the North Blue. Have you ever heard about this 4-nation alliance in the North Blue before? Very easily could just be a throwaway, like, political thing that, just Oda's throwing in as like a transition piece. Shirahoshi saying that she wishes to say her goodbye to Vivi. The Sovereign wants to talk to the other Sovereign. Clean transition over to Vivi. Tying Shirahoshi and Vivi together. Which Shirahoshi, ancient weapon. Vivi, ancient weapon. You gotta read between the lines. When you transition from one area to another, you gotta pay attention to where you're going and where you came from, because there are subtleties in that always. Think it's a coincidence that we saw Law get defeated by Blackbeard, and then the next chapter started with Sengoku? It's not a coincidence. This is all on purpose. Read between the lines, everybody. That's what we got to do here. Okay? Furthering the Vivi's and Ancient Weapon agenda. And she's a D. Let's just hype. Let's hype Vivi up. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Woo! Some people in the chat like,
oh shit. Here we go again.
Like, this is so funny to me because it's like, it's such a parallel to Eni's lobby also, with Vivi being with these guys. And then Wapol coming in. Like, Vivi is, she's giving Robin, right? And then Wapol is giving Frankie in this. Like, he comes in like he's doing a coup de boo. And she is such a quick thinker. She's like, hold up, let me jump into this mouth real quick. The way she said, that's it. She was about to like just start fighting all of these Cypher Pole people, but instead she's like, nah. I love this. I love this. This is a... What was it? It was 1074, where we saw her on the blimp. So I want to go back to that at the end. Okay. Would you look at that? An incredible scoop has just landed in my feathered lap. The world government is currently undertaking an assassination of the great Dr. Vegapunk. They're gonna kill the world's greatest mind. It's the O'Hara incident all over again. But the government's picked the wrong fight this time. Vegapunk's a beloved figure, the man whose energy development brought light to every town in the world. And with him just happens to be this guy. So here's our front page. Straw Hat Luffy, Emperor of the Sea, wages all-out war with Navy at Egghead holding Vegapunk hostage. Government should be very grateful. Need you to collect their gratitude in liquid cash. Sir, what a preposterous excuse for a story. Luffy would never do something like that. That's why I hate the World Economic Journal. Keep your voice down. What if there's a wiretapping transponder snail and the government learns we're here? And Wapol's acting so crazy because he still is, you know, still knows what he saw. They're going to whack us next. Don't talk back to Morgan. He's the one hiding us in the first place. Bawling your eyes out yesterday, little girl. Don't tell me how to do my job. This is the newsroom of the world, and I'm the mover and the shaker. It's not about fact or fiction. It's about what sells. News is the biggest entertainment of all. Yeah. So, all of this really just says Vivi's going to Egghead. Morgans wants the scoop, and he wants to be there while this O'Hara level incident is happening. Like, he wants to be floating around. This is how this is happening. This is how we're getting Vivi back. We're getting Vivi back. And we may actually get Revolutionary Army at Egghead. And then Sabo, Vivi, and Luffy get to have their conversation there. That's incident-worthy. The Revolutionary Army playing a role as well. Because it's all happening at the same time, which means that Oda's trying to, like, get all of the pieces in place. Like, we're taking a pause from Egghead. Because we have to understand why certain things are going to happen when we go back to Egghead. And if what happens at the Reverie is being told to us, then it means that these are things that tie into whatever this incident is, and that players that played a role in the Reverie are going to play a role in Egghead. So Sabo telling all of this information to, you know, Dragon and Ivankov galvanizes them to maybe go to Egghead. Morgans has his own reason for going to Egghead. Vivi has her own reason for going to Egghead. Wapol's just along for the ride. Went on a long tangent here, turning back to the chat. Jonathan RK, member for 14 months, said, "Can't believe I missed this of all reactions, but I can't wait to see you find out the truth about our queen in the VOD." Oh yes. Oh yes. Purple Lover C said, "That is Sabo's move, and Imu is eating
loyal."
Ah, that's a fun way to look at it. Jude said Imu even looks like a chess piece. Exactly, which is why I was like, you know, like, if Imu's attacks were all, like, chess attacks, then I can vibe with that. Revolutionary Army is freeing most of the north right now. That's what Alejandro said. Kakia said maybe Imu force transformed the elders. They initially reached for their weapons with the intentions to shoot or slash a Cobra. Why would they do that if they were going to transform? I think Sabo's interference is what kind of triggered the transformation. Right? Or did they transform before Sabo interfered? Sabo attacked them while they were transformed, so yeah, there's a chance. Fable said Morgans wants that photo of Spider-Man. Definitely does. Fable said it would suck for Wapol to get involved in Egghead. Unlike Vivi, I don't necessarily see that man getting saved by the strides. The only interesting thing is if we learn that Wapol had, something to do with recent advancements in Vegapunk's technology by using Wapol metal. Like, I feel like Wapol metal needs to play a role. We had this whole cover story with him and everything, and he rose to power with Wapol metal. And then, I know it's not canon or whatever, but it was like, Wapol metal was like a big thing in World Seeker, the video game. Even in the Zoro DLC and everything, you're going around the warehouse and you just see Wapol metal everywhere. Nefertari D. Vivi. Feels good, guys. Feels good. Feels like vindication. Feels like satisfaction. We ascended this chapter, but I feel like the best is yet to come. I feel like we can transcend. We can reach transcendence at some point soon. General Frankie is made out of Wapol metal. That's why Wapol comes to Egghead. Because Wapol is going to repair the damages that happened to Frankie. And if the Sunny gets affected, they're going to use Wapol metal instead of atom wood to fix the Sunny. That I can see. See that. Because right now, half of Frankie is legitimately like stone. And I really do want to see a situation where Frankie gets broken and needs to repair himself again. But if General Frankie is Wapol metal, then it's actually very possible that Frankie's already Wapol metal. Fable said, here's a way Wapol could be incorporated in. What is that metal giant made out of? Could it be an alloy only someone like Wapol could create? Huh. The giant robot that climbed the red line, made out of the prior user of the Baku Baku.
Savage.
We get some lore about the giant. Yo, Fable, like if that was the case, bro, and Oda was just like, yeah, the Baku Baku no Mi is like super important and is what made this robot. Like, if Oda gasses Wapol up that much, that would be insane. That would be insane. Barry said, bro, I completely forgot that Frankie was half stone. I have not, because I need the man to, as much as I love him, I need him to break so that we get something, you know, even better. Ronnie, I was just looking at your DM. Yeah, I saw that picture of the wild, where the wild things are. Especially with the, you know, the bird, there's an interesting thing. We talked about it earlier. I do see it as a very possible thing that Oda could be inspired by that. I wonder if the silhouette at the top is like a frog demon or something. I don't know. I just get like some sort of like amphibian vibe from it. Unless it's supposed to be Imu, and then that's the, you know, just the, you know, the true devil demon form of Imu, because it's up top. But I mean, I feel like it's the Gorosei and the silhouettes, and that Imu is somewhere else, somewhere different, something different, because there's only 5 silhouettes, from what I can tell. Hope I'm pronouncing this right. Joao said, do you think Imu has the true devil fruit? I did mention that earlier. You know, as I was reading it and I saw the tail, I was like, what if they have the Akuma no Mi? Yeah. All of these creatures that you sent me, Ronnie, are all, you know, very possible. Vermilion bird, yeah. Then what is this TikTok from? Sending out shadows, something. Sorry, I was sent a TikTok from a video game. Thoughts on Green Bull, Randy? Another L. Well, Green Bull's trash. Like, just in general. Like, I don't necessarily consider him like a decent character. Oda has not been doing a good job with the characterization of Green Bull. But that's the point too. The thing that Oda is excelling with Green Bull is by letting us know that yes, this dude is evil. Which is what we need him to be, ultimately. His Fujitora is going to turn, which looks even more likely, so...
Another one.
See, now this lines up, right? Because I think Fujitora, and we talked about this even at the beginning of Egghead, I was like, Fujitora is gonna have, like, should really have a role in Egghead. He's the first person that told us about the SSG and the Seraphim, right? He's the one that captured all of the Doflamingo family. And Senor Pink's fruit is inside of S Shark, which would have only been able to have been gotten by Fujitora and his involvement in Dressrosa. At the beginning of the Reverie, when we were first introduced to Green Bull, Silhouette no Mi, him and Fujitora are having a conversation about Vegapunk. So Fujitora is just like directly tied to Vegapunk, like in the same way that Smoker is. So Smoker needs to play a role in Egghead, Fujitora needs to play a role in Egghead. And I was saying, you know, before we got into, you know, a lot of different ideas, I was like, Fujitora could be the ally that Vegapunk was calling on. And then he shows up and tries to help them. And now, but the thing that bothered me about it, though, was the connection to the Revolutionary Army, right? Because Vegapunk had a direct line to Dragon. And this is where the logic flaw came. Because it was like, Vegapunk is talking with Dragon, he's working with Dragon, right? But then I was also like, he's working with Fujitora. But Fujitora and Sabo fought not only at the Reverie, but in Dressrosa. So I was like, I don't know. I've got a flaw in the theory here with Fujitora. But then we see in this chapter, Fujitora is actually saving slaves and working with the Revolutionary Army. Bro. Now I need to go back and like revisit some of my original Fujitora thoughts with Egghead. Because in between Dressrosa and the Reverie, Fujitora might have been like, hey, I need to... Revolutionary Army is where it's at. He may be secret RA. Kakia said it's Ribatini awakened. What did I say? I said don't sleep on the Puddle Pirates. Platinum Fox said, can you talk more about the scatterings of the poneglyphs? Looks like the world government had them all 800 years ago, but weren't they made in Wano? Alright, let's go back to that. You know, decipher that. We'll kind of go into that. Barry said, excited for Fujitora. I want to see how that went down. Yeah, I would have... Instead of being told these things, it would have been nice to see them. You know, it's like... Even the Sabo and Leo thing. That's cool, right? But this is the same issue that we had when we were dealing with Kodoruma, like, telling us things. Like, don't tell me before it happens. How powerful would it have been if we just had, like a full page or, like, half a page where some people show up to arrest Sai and Leo, and they stand their ground and declare that they are, you know, extensions of Straw Hat Luffy at the Reverie. Like, I don't want Jabra to tell me this. I want to see them do it. Show, don't tell. I don't want to be told that Fujitora is freeing slaves. I want to be shown that Fujitora is doing this. Because now I've been told this, and if Oda goes back and shows me those scenes, they don't have the same impact. That was the problem with Was it the last chapter or was it 1083? I think it was 1083. His last chapter was dope. And then 1083 was like, everything here is stuff that we've been told before. It's a recap show. I love the information, but I would have preferred it. I think the anime is going to do better. The anime is going to, like, probably, like, have Jabra say it and then cut to it. Because at least it was, like, there was paneling here. So that's the difference between this and the Kuruma scene. Because we didn't, like, get shown anything from Kuruma. We just got told it. So at least we're seeing it here, in a way. The anime can really explore this. Shout out to Killer Comedy TV for joining the channel.
Another one.
Appreciate you. Fable Spitting said, whether or not Fujitora is a secret revolutionary, I think it's fair to say that we've yet to see him fight seriously for the world government interests. He's always got some side hustle. Exactly.
Another one.
Whoa. Hey. Shout out to Killer Comedy TV coming in with the heat. Dropping the 10 memberships. Appreciate you. Oh, man. Wow.
And another one.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Put those W's in the chat, people. Come on. Those W's in the chat. So. Ugh. Bruh. Killer Comedy TV. I'm stunned. I'm stunned. Yo. Wow. 20. This man came in with 30 gift memberships.
Lavish bracket. In a lavish bracket. Lavish bracket. In a lavish bracket.
That is lavish bracket behavior. It is. That's why I had to. Wow.
What's up, y'all? You know what time it is. It's about to be that time.
But W's. Yeah. And we got a Fable said we're looking at the stream sponsor. Yeah, today's stream has been sponsored by Killer Comedy TV. Appreciate you. Yeah, there's gonna be more members only content coming up too. And that's not to you know, that's nothing against everybody that's not a member. We just have so many members now, and I want to be able to give back to you guys. So, you know, it's like I've been doing the Chainsaw Man reactions. When we start doing the Chainsaw Man like live readings and stuff like that, those are probably going to be members only streams, just because they've been out for so long. I just don't see a lot of people probably tuning into them, you know. And then I might do like videos like as I like get like finish arcs or something. I don't know. I don't know how Chainsaw Man is structured necessarily in the anime. But we're also going to do like members only gaming streams and things like that. That's my goal, you know, over the next month and stuff, is we'll always have these streams. We'll always have the, the random pop-up streams, but I'm going to be doing some more members-only content to give back to you guys. So we've got members for we're at 2 years of membership with stuff.
Savage.
Shout out to Killer Comedy TV with the 10. Said, rarely catch live, so I got a rep. Well, you repped. Appreciate you. Came in the chapter that the Queen returned. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's see. So we're gonna take a look at this poneglyph line again and see if we can get back into kind of jump into this and see if we can decipher a little bit of what Imu was saying here. And also make sure you have gift memberships turned on. I know it's still like a new thing, but you actually have to opt in for the memberships. It doesn't just automatically happen. You have to click on the thing and then hit some button. Get these likes up, people. Like, comment, subscribe if you're feeling the vibe. All right.
Come with me if you want to live.
Ronnie said, no other community like this, for real, for real. Appreciate you. Fable said, that's 31 subs in minutes. Well, hey, Grove 31. Jen said, still waiting on Spy X Family, Chrissy and Randy reactions. Yeah, see that we want to do that. Like, it's not that we don't want to do that. It's just that somebody has to watch our son. Like, so the only way to do that would be like really late at night. And then at that point, we're losing the community aspect because most people probably wouldn't tune into something that's like really late PST. Like it'd probably be like 10 p.m. PST, which is like 1 a.m. EST. And then it's like, I don't know, 4 or 5 in the morning in Europe. Nobody's awake. And it's like that's the fun, is like, doing it live with everybody, like interacting and talking about it as it's happening. So that's the tough part about, I trust me, Chrissy and I want to do more content together. That's tough. Let's see. This recent development has its roots in Queen Lily's great mistake of 800 years ago. As does the curiosity of the scholars rummaging after the Void Century. As does the spate of pirates seeking the poneglyphs for treasure. If not for Lily's mistake on that fateful day, the loathsome relics called the poneglyphs would not have been scattered across the world. This unfortunate event of the past has one disastrous potential explanation. This unfortunate event of the past has one disastrous potential explanation. Was the liberation of the poneglyphs actually a simple mistake, or was it planned? So, from that perspective, was it not a situation where the relics are, to explain what happened in the Void history as a way to get back at Imu for what he did during the Void Century, but rather that Imu was involved but wanted the preservation of the history for himself? Was it a thing where he just wanted his own history inscribed in Pangaea Castle, but then Lily, who, if we're saying that You know, they may have had the paw fruit, which is awesome. I love that idea. Then goes and says, no, everybody needs to know this. You're crazy. That's fun too. I still like it more as a as the way we've been talking about it. Like it happened off-site, not at Pangaea Castle, not in Marijoa, but it was like the collection of the people that wanted to stand up against Imu created the poneglyphs. Because of some sort of prophecy. Split everything up to maybe eventually come together in one piece, or just to make sure that they wouldn't be able to get all of them, right? Maybe. It's crazy.
Savage.
Michael Hollenbeck said, I opted in right when the 20 came through and I got lucky. That's how it happens. That's how it happens. Barry said, I'll be right over, Randy. We're going to LA. I'll bring Dizza. We'll show you our parenting skills. We'll get the community babysitters so Chrissy and I can do Spy X Family Watch Tour streams. That's hilarious. I love that. Aether, member for 2 months, said, I think it's about time for dragons to rise again. Not experiment or fruit, but a real celestial dragon. Imu has a sus tail and 8 fire. It's true celestial dragon. So all of those Joy Boy's old theory that Kaido was a dragon that ate an oni fruit or a human fruit, right? Is that Imu is a dragon that ate a human fruit. But then to that effect, I have the Joy Boy was a snake theory, right? Then it goes back to is Imu Joy Boy, right? And then it's not Joy Boy was a snake, but Joy Boy was a dragon, which still ties into the theory because then it's still the confusion that Kaido could be Joy Boy because he also was a dragon, but not whatever dragon Imu is. He was the Azure dragon. Oh man, tail and 8 fire. That's crazy. That's actually a really that's a good point and a great take. Because I've always said that the celestial dragons had to be inspired by some sort of a dragon. That's why I had the theory that, like, when Kaido ate his fruit and all of that, like, maybe the celestial dragons bowed to him, and that's why he became, you know, more friendly with the world government, giving them guns, all that kind of stuff. Like, Kaido was working with the government. He envied them. Like, he saw what the celestial dragons were doing and was like, I want to do that. I'm going to go do that. And then he had slaves and all this other stuff and created his own kingdom. But Imu being a real dragon is interesting. That Ada Hito Hito no Mi model Akuma. Right? Or something. I don't know. Yo, shout out to Ronnie with another gift sub. Appreciate you, man. Hockey D Supreme said Quetzalcoatl is a bird snake. Guy with long beard, and I'm thinking Gandhi is Hito Hito no Mi model doppelganger. That's interesting. Garcia probably Hito Hito no Mi model Beelzebub.
Another one. Another one.
Ronnie coming in with the another ones. Is a motivator going Hollywood. Hockey D Supreme. Imu is Lucifer. They all have aspects of the devil. Gabriel Hogan said Boa D Hancock. You heard it here first. I mean, I can see it. I can see it. I want to know what the importance of Boa is and the importance of her fruit, man. Why, like, really pulled up like that? He really pulled up like that was his daughter. Like, I don't know, man. I'm shook by all this. I'm just shook, man. Like, this is... Dizza said, how many more for an emoji? I gotta check. All right. Let's see. Because when you get past like 200 members, like it just gets crazy. It's like you need 50 members like every time to get another emoji, I think. Yeah. We need to get another emoji. We have to get to 300 members. So. This is for you.
No, I don't know what I expected.
Another one.
Ronnie with another one. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Do I think that Ga Valley was Emu's home? Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Let's see. I mean, I think we have it. I think we have all of the possibilities, and I'm not ready to lean into one just yet. But it's like Imu is either human, very motivated,
Another one. And another one. Another one.
with the 5 gift memberships. Appreciate you, Barry. W's in the chat. Drop them dubs. Drop them dubs. So, Imu's either a human that ate the devil fruit. Imu's either a dragon or some sort of a snake or mythical creature that ate some sort of a human fruit. Or what was the other thing we said? A dragon that ate the devil fruit. Man. Or something related to shadows. But I like the idea of it being devil fruit, because then Oda can kind of like just do whatever he wants. If he wants it to have shadows, if he wants it to have every devil fruit imaginable. If Luffy is pure imagination and can basically do whatever he wants, Imu needs to be able to do the same thing and have like the evil imagination fruit. So terrible TJ.
Another one.
Appreciate you guys. So this is the way we, this is the way we build the community. We gotta let everybody get the emojis. Let everybody get the emojis. Here.
Savage.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
You loyal.
Another one. K-Pro-N said, just got back. What are the chances the Gorosei and Imu have a connection with Dante's Inferno? Indirectly, of course. They don't have to be planets, and that's it. I mean, hey, look at Impel Down. Impel Down is Dante's Inferno. So we know that Oda is very, interested in that story. I'm down. I'm down.
Savage.
Maybe Imu is able to access the layers of hell and just use those as attacks, which would be wild. Fable said, to be a little meta with it, Oda introduced a soft magic element into a hard magic system when he gave Luffy the ability to do anything he imagines. We should expect similar Vimo. Yep, that's what I was saying. Dizza with
another one.
Nico, appreciate you, man. Thank you. Said, I missed the reaction, but what a chapter. Hope you enjoyed it. Did I enjoy this chapter? Did I enjoy this? Yes, I did. He said, much love, Randy. Greetings from the Netherlands. Appreciate you. Appreciate you tuning in. This is the first time on this channel that my favorite character has been in more than one panel or one page. So, like, I wasn't doing YouTube content during the Reverie. So, Vivi showing up. Oh. Like, I'm feeling like when 956 came out, we got that premium crocodile content. One of my other favorite characters. Now Oda just needs to like get Bellamy back into the story and transcendence. Barry said, why have I been a member longer than you on your own channel? That's weird. I don't know. I feel like I did join the channel like right when it started. Because the weird thing is like, even though I like have the channel, I don't know if they fixed it or anything like that, but when I started channel memberships, I couldn't use the emojis. Like I set the I have to actually be a member of the channel myself to even use the emojis. Fable said, how many do we need? I could take us over the line. Oh, bro. Let's see. Because we were over 250. We were over 250. And that was when Ronnie was going off. Like, whatever the last stream was. And then that was like a month ago. So, and then we had a little bit of drop off. So right now, we're at 216. And since we hit 250, we have that emoji and we never lose it. So we have 20 emojis. But in order to get that 21st emoji, we have to get to 300. That's a lot. That's a lot. We just... Gabriel Hogan said, hey, Randy, people comparing this chapter to 1044. This is my 1044. I mean, look, those comparisons are warranted because we're seeing in silhouette like the end game villain. Like, we're seeing what they can do. We're seeing how monstrous they are. Like, when this gets animated, that's gonna be insane. It's gonna be insane when this gets animated, because that's what we like. And we may not even know by the time this gets animated. We may not actually like even know what we're looking at still. And maybe the anime can actually like clarify some things, and then we'll have theories based off of that. Man, I don't know. I don't know. Ronnie super to say how many more members needed. Yeah, I just went over it. It's like, to get a new emoji, it's like 84 members. Jacob said, love to see Randy feasting as an OG Vivi stockholder. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Stocks are high. Stocks are high. I've had the stocks since 2002. It's like getting into Apple in the 80s. Yeah. Your boy's on strike right now, so he needs these stocks. Ugh. Fable said, why is it a 50 sub jump to the next emoji? YouTube said capitalism. Vivi stocks were a long-term investment. Fable said, how's the strike going for real? I mean, it's, you know, we're striking away, man. You know, it's tough. It's tough, but, you know, you know, just hitting the studios, you know, for about 4 hours, you know, a day, and let's see, the DGA came to some sort of an agreement today, but we really wanted them to kind of strike with us. But I don't know. Hopefully the agreement that the DGA came to with the AMPTP means that, like, when the WGA comes back, we have a little more bargaining on the table. We have a little more leverage because there was this like big thing that happened with HBO where they kind of messed up, and when they switched to Max, they didn't credit directors and writers, they just put creators, but that's illegal. You have to credit people when they like direct and write something individually. There's crediting departments within unions. So that gives us a little more leverage, I think, to like play with when we go back to the table, but yeah. I just want to get back at it. TV and the addicts that keep up the good fight, hold the line. Oh yeah. Nasty Ninja said, last writer strike killed my favorite show, Heroes. Yo, Heroes went down so much during the writer strike. I really enjoyed the first season, and it was just like, what is going on with this show? Volkazard said, I could also see Ouroboros, the never-ending dragon. Then Imu would not need the immortality surgery. Also, why wanted more dragon fruits to attempt to replicate his? That's interesting. That's interesting. Platinum Fox said, I wonder if they'll be able to keep Imu's voice actor under wraps. Because Imu... I thought Imu had, like, I don't know, didn't they, like, grunt or something in the anime or something? I mean, it will be interesting, you know, like, because it'll also... If it's a man, then we know Imu's definitively a man. But if it's a woman... It could be man or woman, and it's just they're hiring a woman, you know, much like Luffy, you know. That's going to be one of the telling things, is if it's definitively a man. If they hire a woman to play Imu, it could really be either or. Am I looking forward to the Flash movie? Already have my tickets. I'm gonna see it that Thursday. Got Chrissy and I are going. Got a babysitter locked in. I'm ready to get nuts.
You want to get nuts?
I still gotta see Spider-Verse.
Let's get nuts.
Probably gonna see that sometime this week. I know I need to see Spider-Verse because I love the first one. So just trying to lock in a babysitter for that too. It's just the tough part of everything. Yeah. Has anyone seen Tom Cruise flipping that there isn't enough IMAX screens for the movies coming out this summer? Yeah. Tom Cruise saved cinema, remember? Top Gun Maverick. So he wants his scalps. He wants his return. As I said, Oscar Isaac might be the best actor in Hollywood right now. So I didn't like Moon Knight, personally, but I do like Oscar Isaac as an actor. And I think that he has not been offered the right roles. Like, he is a leading man. He is a leading man. All right? And we need more... I need to see more Latinos winning. So, like, he's a dude that really should be, like, one of the top people. Like, when James Gunn is, like, redesigning the DC universe, like, I need Oscar Isaac as, like, a core member of the Justice League or something. Like, he'd actually be a good Batman. He'd be a good Batman. Like, I'd actually be down for Oscar Isaac Batman. Then he's Batman and Moon Knight, and Moon Knight is kind of the Marvel Batman. That's never gonna happen. It's kind of like me and Chrissy talk about this a lot. Idris Elba is like so underrated and such a phenomenal actor, and he just takes really awful roles or puts like phenomenal performances into bad movies. And it's like, he's a dude that really should be like leading, being the front and center of, like, you know, an entire universe and things like that. And I don't know. Yeah. Dune 2, no more Oscar Isaac. Exactly. Midnight. Get the name right. Yeah, Moon Knight was mid. I wanted it to be good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fable said Idris Elba doesn't know how to pick movies. That's his issue. Yeah. Because it's like, it's also like Suicide Squad, the James Gunn one. Amazing. Idris Elba was fantastic in it. But he's playing a character that nobody knows. Nobody cares about. And it's like, it really seemed like it was just like a, like he was just a replacement for Deadshot. You know, it's like maybe it was written for Will Smith and Deadshot, and they changed it, and then they just put Idris Elba in there and, like, you know, grabbed a D-list DC character to elevate. And of course, Idris Elba did, because he's fantastic. But it's like, he should be like Jon Stewart. You know, like, that's the thing. Like, he should be that guy. I get really passionate about this stuff too, man. Osmo said, who would Idris Elba be best in One Piece live action? I mean, I was saying Idris needs to be Arlong, you know, but but they got McKinley Belcher, who is, you know, he's awesome if you've seen him in Ozark. And then he just had We Own the Night. What is that? Is that right? Is that the name of the show? He had a new show from the I can't remember the name of the show, but creators of The Wire made it. But at this point, you know, Idris needs to be Fisher Tiger. Oscar Isaac was incredible in Ex Machina, said Cone Killer Confuser. Yeah. I mean, I would say that that's one of the movies that definitely put him on the map. He was still kind of like in that indie realm by that point. Moro Alves said Cobra said that Imu was a family name. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of crazy too. I don't know if that's essentially what he was referring to, but that one of the 20 kings was Imu, which makes sense. Like, I mean, that's not a logic jump. That's not like something like, oh wow, you know. But it was sort of a thing. Like, was it Imu and then the 20? But it's now Imu was a part of the 20, so maybe it is a family name. The Moos. And then you have the Moos, right? Because maybe it's E-Moo, like I and then Moo, and the Moo is the, you know, the name, I don't know. But then you have the D clan, right? And you go Moo, D, Mud, Emu in the Mud, because all of the poneglyphs went all around the world. So that's what Oda's trying to say there. Bam. We figured it out. Moo, D, Mud, Emu's in the Mud. I gotta start wrapping up. Oh. Fable said, yo, the Fast and Furious series doesn't get enough credit for being a fun time. Why are people complaining 10 movies and that it's not real? First of all right, what's One Piece about? Family. Found family. All right, that's what the Fast and Furious movies are. If you like One Piece, then just turn your brain off and watch Fast. And it's just like it's basically the same thing, and nobody dies either. Yeah, look at that. It's just it's live action One Piece. Loggy said, I miss your movie review vids. I might do one for Flash. I might, yeah, because the last one I did was like Spider-Man. I don't think I have time for one for Spider-Verse. Depends on how I feel about it. I was going to do one for Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness, but I was so mad. Like, the movie review would have been me, like, completely bombing it, which, you know, I mean, like, I don't necessarily expect everybody to turn onto a video and just, like, immediately expect me to, like, just gush about how good everything is. Like, sometimes, yeah, you know what, something sucks, and, like, we gotta talk about why it sucks. But, by the time I was ready to do the video, I was like, you know what? At this point, the movie's been out for a little bit. A couple hundred people are going to watch this, and then it's just going to mess with the algorithm. And that's the thing, too, is, like, there's a lot of content that I would like to throw out, but the algorithm just isn't kind to those kinds of things. Which is why, you know, probably do more members-only content. And we got, like, a bunch of, you know, members anyway, so maybe I'll do stuff like that. You know, maybe I'll do, like, I don't know, maybe I'll do members only movie reviews, but, you know, maybe I just don't edit it. It's just kind of like my unfiltered thoughts. I'll just do that members only. I don't know if that's something people would be interested in. If I don't have to edit something, then, like, yeah, I can throw stuff up. It's a collab with Movie Morgan. Carmelo said after watching the new Spider-Man, you would. The movie is so good. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. So, so, but this is a big summer for movies. And I think that's gonna wrap things up, guys. This chapter was phenomenal. Queen returned. Queen returned.
Another one.
Like, actual attention and span, like, just, like, attention was given to this. Shout out to Sheesh.
Another one.
Yeah, this was a Vivi out of 10 chapter. All right, that's what this was. It was a Vivi out of 10 chapter, and man, gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I gotta do the analysis. Gotta gather my thoughts a little bit more. Hopefully that'll be out tomorrow. Oh, check out the video that I put out a couple of days ago. It got lost and, like, almost, you know, it didn't get a lot of views on it. I thought it, you know, would do better because it's, like, a crazy thing. But I put a video out about the lost Davy Backfight special. Watch that. Share that around. We still need to find it. You know, there was one person that we thought maybe had it, but they ended up just having Nebulandia. Check that video out. That's legitimately one of the most important videos I'll probably ever make on the channel, because it especially if we can find that media. And yep, Nasty Ninja Spittin'. It's V. Okay, that's this chapter out of 10. It was a VV out of 10. Drop those VVs. Ronnie's got the link in the chat, so check that out. We're gonna wrap everything up here. Thank you so much, guys. This was an enjoyable one. Shout out to all the new members also. You know, Killer Comedy TV came through. That was crazy. And yeah, I'll leave you with this, guys. This is definitely the intro to the analysis. I'm glad that it fit the chapter, because I made it and I was like, I didn't know.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. King in the castle, king in the castle. Have a chair, I have a chair.
I've been swimming deep, deep. Savage.